Okay, here we go. That's the way they do things here. That number 3's been causing me problems ever since I got to Thailand. And there's a discrepancy. It's confusing. Of course it's confusing. Good morning, everybody. Chuck here in ThatPhanom, Thailand. Today I am going to go attempt to get my my pink foreigner ID card and my yellow house registration book. My father-in-law asked me to do it a long time ago, but what they wanted me to do is like, it doesn't make sense to me. They wanted me to fly to Bangkok and verify that my passport was real, even though the immigration checks it out every 90 days. So I just blew it off. But I'm gonna try again, see if me and Paige went in there just before the new year, and they told us the list of things we needed to do other than that. And we're gonna try again today. Now we got a new guy in charge, so I don't know what he's gonna want. Now this whole thing is not really necessary for me. Really, it's just an ID card, and I think the only benefit of it is that you don't have to get a certificate of residence when you're buying stuff. And I'm not buying stuff, so it doesn't really doesn't help me anyway. My driver's license here is an identification card, and it also has my passport number on it. So I use that pretty much for everything. You can check in a hotel, you can get on an airplane, you can do all kinds of things. A lot of people say, well, you can use the pink card to get discounts. Yeah, I've heard that you could use it if you go to the government hospital, maybe, if that's what you want to do. And somebody said, oh, you can use it at parks. Well, first off, I don't really go to the national parks. And second off, my driver's license also proves that I'm a resident, because you can't get one without proof of residence. So joking around a couple of times with the guys at the national parks when we travel, I say, oh, I'm half Thai, and I speak to them in Thai, and I show them my license. They've let me in at Thai price too. I think a lot of it is when foreigners ask them some stuff, sometimes they're like, I don't know what to do, just go. So, but I don't think the pink foreigner ID card was meant to allow foreigners to get into the national parks, or it would work every time. Anyway, enough about that. I'm going to attempt to get it. Like I said, it's not really necessary, and we'll see what kind of stuff we need to do to get it. And then once I get it, we'll see what the benefit along the way. If any, I will definitely let you guys know from having that. But I think if you're wanting to buy stuff, which I don't, I just put it in my wife's name because I'm married, so it's easy for me. But if you want to buy like a motorbike or stuff like that, you don't have to keep going back and getting proof of residence. You can just show them the yellow book. So. Good morning. Good morning. Well, that's a little bit of an eyesore. I was telling Paige, the difference between, and I don't know, it was just my thought of the morning. I said, if a foreigner owned this, it would already be cleaned up and made to look a little bit more presentable to sell. If I was selling this, it would be all cleaned up already, but they're putting some metal on the side here on this temporary building that's left, and I don't know what they're going to do with all that. Probably not much of anything. Our friends from Laos are still here. We were talking about this year I want to go to Vientiane, get on the train, maybe go up into China. Talking about passports and visas and stuff like that. Paige, good morning. What's you doing?
Put it there for clean.
Okay, Paige has all the documents in order. We're gonna go pick up my father-in-law. Is he gonna meet us over there? Or we gonna... The head of the house across the street is gonna meet us over there, I think. Okay, here we go. All right, we have to come back next Wednesday. They're really busy. They have elections going on. And then Tuesday they have the kids are going to come pull the black and red card to join the military. That's the way they do things here. And we'll have to, yeah, they got all my paperwork. I just need to get a smaller picture. Paige went into the little mini Lotus to get some yogurt. I don't know, I feel sometimes when I go in there like sometimes it's their first day of work, you know. I know they probably don't see many foreigners, but everything went good, especially when our head of household showed up. He's like, okay, and then everything kind of went smooth. But I need to get a smaller picture, not a passport picture, but a smaller picture. And then somebody told me in the comment section that they had a delay because of they wanted their parents' names translated into Thai also. So I got kind of lucky because she did ask, but my father's name's actually the same as mine. So she just wrote that down and put number 2 instead of 3. And then for my mom, she's like, oh, we just spelt it out for her in Thai. And she's like, okay, she wrote it down. So that little dilemma went away. And then, so other than the fact that she said right now is not very convenient because they got a lot of stuff going on with the election. And then next week they have all the kids at a certain age, they got to come, the boys at a certain age got to draw, is it a card?
Yeah, it's a card. You got red one, you don't have to join. But you got you got black, you don't have to. But you pick the red one, you got to go through the army.
You got to go do 2 years, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
My melon.
They still do that, huh?
Yeah, because not many people join the service. So, you know, like Korea, everybody have to.
Yeah.
It's no option.
Right.
But if you are in Thailand, if you are lady boy and you got boob job, you don't have to.
They don't want soldiers with boobs?
No. It causes a problem. Sorry, but it's true.
Anyway, they're doing that Tuesday, so she said come back Wednesday, which is next week. Then we have Songkran. I think that's the 8th, and Songkran's coming up really quick. Songkran starts on the 13th. I'm talking to Daz right now about our trip, so when he decides when he wants to come, I'm planning a really cool trip in Vietnam this time, but not the normal places. We're gonna fly into Hanoi, but we're gonna go to Sapa, a couple areas up north, way north in Vietnam, on a beautiful mountain. Sapa, and that'll be fun. Yeah, and also on the way back, we're gonna go spend a few days in Halong. We didn't do it last time.
No.
Halong Bay. We're gonna do this
beautiful.
time. Yeah. She was asking a lot of questions at the beginning. What was she?
She tried to look at the last page of your visa. What exactly?
Didn't you give it to her? And it's translated in Thai too.
Yeah, I have it, but she haven't seen that. And then she's like, clear sometimes. So she try to look.
I see.
She look at the date. She said, which one is allowed?
She wanted to make sure I have a valid visa.
Yeah. And then she asked, okay, it's year by year when it ends, then we have to renew it every year. So, okay.
She was just asking because she was curious. I see.
Because when other people ask, they have an answer.
Yeah. So a lot of it is they don't really. She probably never dealt with a foreigner before, probably, huh?
She do, because there's a couple of Phanoms that live here.
Mm-hmm.
Bought a house with a wife.
But she probably forgot by then, I guess, huh?
That's really.
Yeah.
ดีหลายครั้งมันว่าอย่างไรซื้อไม่แสบพ่อเจ็ดแม่มึงว่ะมึงซื้อมาเอาบอกกูอยากไรได้ว่ะ
You being bad?
Yeah, she being bad, so she locked it in.
You get grounded. You're gonna make Mafia upset. She's gonna spank you.
Yeah,
เด็ก
she's
ไม่
like,
แสบป่ะ
she already have a
How you
too much like.
อยากไรว่ะ
She's looking for me. Well, Mathan always brings these Vietnamese sandwiches from Laos. She's heated them up in the air fryer. They're really, really good. She brings them every time, a couple of bags full. I just asked Paige, I said, do the lady boys still have to show up to register, but they got to prove that they have a boob job? What do they got to show them their boobs, or how does that work? Maybe they should just enlist them anyway, make them the entertainment. Hey, you. What are you doing? You want to get dirty? You're already dirty. Dirty cat. Go for a little bit of a bike ride around the town.
Start a fire, watch it burn until the point of no return. Walk away, taking what you learned, what you learned. Smoke rising off the ground. From you, I'm becoming unbound. I'm kinda liking what I found. Now I'm found, yeah. So you ain't gonna like what you hear. For me, it's clear. There'll be no moving forward from here. I hope no fear. It's over. I know it seems cold, but now I'm growing older. I don't need you in my life, in
him tomorrow. What happened is just used, I had my passport translated because that's what they asked me to do. The other document that I used was marriage license. In America, a lot of times when they do official documents, they just ask for middle initial, not middle name. So that document that was translated by my lawyer, he just put middle initial, R, instead of Ray, which is my middle name. So we got to go talk to him tomorrow about what's going on there. I went ahead and went over here and got I have passport pictures you need to bring, but this one you need a smaller picture. I guess that's what they're going to use for the ID. Smaller picture. So I went and got a smaller picture with my Cabela shirt. Anyway, we'll see what happens. He may say I need to change the marriage petition, but I'm not going to do all that stuff. It's not that big of a deal for me to go through all this mess. But we just need to explain to him tomorrow that the petition is for the American document was just the initial, so just put Ray on my ID card. And then he was like, we don't really have a third, because I'm the third too. He goes, we don't really have number 3, like 3 in Thai language. I don't know what to tell you guys. Just don't put the 3 then. Put Ray and don't put the 3. Or just put the number 3. But because it's like 1, 2, 3, like we use like Roman numeral. It's confusing. Of course it's confusing. Are you confused too? He's over here welding on something. Some aluminum. All right, we figured it out. It wasn't my marriage license. It was the petition that I signed at the embassy that I just put Charles R. Hunnicutt III because I just put my middle in it because I was kind of signing something. I had to put I, Charles R. Hunnicutt III, stating that this is a legal marriage certificate, blah, 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 blah. And then I had to have it affidavit notarized at the American embassy. And then I took it to have Then I took the legal document of the marriage license and had it translated also. But the marriage license says Charles Ray Hunnicutt III. But he's seeing this petition document. I just told Paige we should have just never gave him the petition document, just give him the marriage license translation and the passport translation because they match. But I'm thinking, just whatever it says on the passport, that's what needs to go on. Why are we even messing with that, even with the marriage license? Because it all needs to match the passport. So there's no sense in getting irritated. We'll just see what he says tomorrow, and if not, then we'll just carry on and smile to the next day. It's beer time. That number 3 has been. It's not a last name, it's a suffix. That number 3 has been causing me problems ever since I got to Thailand. I wish I would have just changed it before I came, but that would have been a mess too. So they've got number 3 on all of my documents in Thailand.
Oi.
But they want to know what it means. I was like, well, I don't know how to explain it other than senior, junior, and the 3rd. And beyond that, it's 4th, 5th, if you want to do that. My ex wanted me to name my 2 boys after me too. I said, no, it's only going to be problems. We're not doing the 4th and the 5th. That's stupid. So we didn't do it. But it's been causing me some problems. So hopefully it should be okay. I don't see why it wouldn't. If it's not okay, it's silly. The whole thing is just silly. Silliness. Paige is like, I don't know how to explain it to him. I'm trying to figure it out. The third. I was like, look, it's an English thing. It's like king, whatever, the Pope, whatever. You're king in Thailand, Rama, whatever. It's a Roman numeral. That's after. Just I don't know what to tell you. She goes, is it only boys? I'm like, well, it's after the father. So I guess if you want to name the girl your father's name, I don't think so. But it's it shouldn't be too complicated. He caught it? This is my father-in-law's main mechanic, engine mechanic. He's going to be a fisherman. Well, actually, he's already a fisherman. Whenever they close the shop, that's what he's going to do for a living. So, cut a good.
ก็คือมาหาหมาเนี่ยเฮ็ดได้แล้วอันนี้นะ
เผ็ดครับ
ป้าบเนาะมาหมานเนี่ย
ใหญ่มาก
ได้ทองโต
ตัวหนึ่งครับมือกวนหายที่หมูเลยครับปลามือได้ครับ
Did he catch it on a net? In a net? Or?
ปลามือได้
ด่างมองหวานหวาน
เบ็ด
ใส่เบ็ด
ใส่เบ็ดครับ
เรา
สุดยอดโชคดีมาก
โชคดี
Caught it with a fishing pole.
It's skill นะ
I,
โชคดี
yeah, I could show him some skill.
ไปได้ฝรั่งแย่ฝรั่งกลัวป่าเว้ย
My God. Alright guys, gonna end the video. I was gonna go visit with mom tomorrow. I probably still will. They want me to go over to the office in the morning about 8:30, so I'll do that tomorrow. I'll bring you guys along. We'll go say hi to mom, and tomorrow will be a good. Whatever the outcome is, I don't care. I'm not gonna worry about it. Sometimes I think it's silliness, and I try to understand why they don't think outside of the box sometimes. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. Maybe it's a good thing they don't. Anyway, we'll see you guys tomorrow on the next video. Bye.